Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Double honors to all the apostles and elders. So I can double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the Akim and Aquaf tuning in and listening. This is Daniela Guy from the Great Millstone, Chicago camp. And really just want to talk about, I got a video that I'm going to play, but it just talks about the spirit of Esau. You know, Esau's blessing is the sword, man. And this is what we got up against, man. You know, we're going to need protection from on high, man. You're not going to go toe-to-toe with Esau. See, a lot of these guys are carnal. Like, these different Israelite camps and this other, straight Jakes, thinking you just going to go head up with Esau, man. Really, Esau is set up from the Lord. And ultimately, really, this is his, and also he's in the spirit of Cain also. I'm going to get into that. But I'm going to read this. This is Romans 13:4. For he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of God and the revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Esau, he doesn't bear that sword in vain, man. He really is, let me get this one right here. Yeah. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and 13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. And let me play this video, man.
I was in houses killing people in front of their families. I mean, even to the point where you're like, okay, I did kill that guy in front of his two sons. Now, did I get rid of a terrorist or did I make two new ones? What are they going to do when they get older? What are they doing now that they're in their 20s? I mean, they're not going to forget me killing their dad in front of them. The guy that I killed in front of his wife, he's not, and I killed his brother right before I killed him in front of his wife. They still remember that. They still hate my guts. I'm convinced I never killed the wrong person. Could I have talked them out of that? We just went into a house, and as soon as we went in, big, like Saddam Mansion type place, as soon as I went in, there's a guy with a gun, so I blasted him. Then other guys are coming in. There's an open door here, and I did a one-man entry, which you shouldn't do, but I went in there, and there's a guy in bed with his wife. I can see a gun, and he's right there, and he's waking up, and he threw a kick or something. And I remember thinking, okay, he just woke up. Give him a courtesy 10 seconds because he's groggy. And then he starts looking at the gun, and I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do. And he went for it and I killed him. And then I put a white light on him, and his wife now sees him, and so she screams. Then later, I started thinking, why did I shoot that guy? Well, because he went for his gun. But why did he go for a gun? Well, because I'm in his room at 2 a.m. And then you start thinking, why am I in his room? Well, George Bush had a problem with Saddam Hussein, so we invaded Iraq. I was in houses killing.
That guy's part of the armed forces, probably a Navy SEAL. But it just shows you, man, hey, Esau blessing is that sword, man. Esau is not fucking playing, bro. And this is the spirit. Hey, Jake, man, y'all gotta repent, bro. You're not gonna go toe-to-toe with Esau, man. They can do this shit. They can drop a motherfucker. And you got some hard-ass Jakes, but this is Esau's MO, man. Let me get this in Genesis. This is Genesis chapter 4. I'm going to start at 8. This is Genesis chapter 4 and 8. And this is going to, the Cain and Abel story. How, Cain slew his brother Abel because, of the sacrifices. Cain's sacrifice wasn't accepted. And, Cain felt some type of way when Abel's sacrifice was accepted, man. And so he killed his brother. This is Genesis 4 and 8. Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And Yahweh said unto Cain, where is thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. You know, and right now, Cain is Esau, man. Through the spirit, Cain is Esau, man. They in that spirit, man. Esau is a vagabond and a fugitive throughout the earth, man. And you see that, man. Hey, the way this place is ran, the way he runs shit, the way he just go through the earth swinging that sword, man. You know. And hey, man, it's a lot of blood, man, that Esau got going on. You know, like like that video I just played. You know, and that's just, a guy that was in the armed forces. You know, obviously the military is wicked. You know, and that's really just owned by the bankers and, these soldiers, these high-trained, high-level soldiers, are just pawns for the elite. They just do the elite's dirty work, man. But it just shows you, man, Esau just goes through the earth. He lives by that sword, man. And, we need the Lord. I'm going to keep reading this. This is verse 13. And he said unto Yahweh, and Cain said unto Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And Yahweh said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And and that's still going on, because you can't really get at Esau like that. You go up against Esau, or you go to jail, bro. You get fucked over. Hey, you get severely punished if you buck up and rise up against Esau, man. But Esau has that power to just go through the earth and just. I'm gonna get it right here. This is Psalm 73. Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. And this is their MO, man. They not in trouble as other men. The Lord got that purposely, because the Lord is going to personally deal with Esau, We can't do shit with Esau right now. The Lord has this set up like that. Because why? Because Esau has a judgment coming for him. It's a lot of bloodshed, man, from Cain, Abel, throughout the earth, man. Generation and generation, man. Hey, the Lord got Esau. That's why I said in Obadiah, Esau is going to get eradicated from the earth, man. He's going to serve servitude, captivity, and the Lord is just going to get rid of him. He's the only nation that's not going to have mercy. And it's a reason why. Man. So really, man, that's just that video just giving you a perspective, the MO of Esau. He can kill at a drop of a dime, man. And there's a lot of, Jakes in the armed forces and all that, but they all fucked up at a certain point, man. Because our people ain't like that. We got some hard ass Jakes, but Jake has a conscience, man. Esau can just take you out and won't think shit about it. So really, man, this is the time. Hey, this is why we need to tap into our blessing. Calling on the name of the Lord, man. That's our blessing, man. Let me get Proverbs 18. This is going to be a quick one. Okay, this is Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it and is safe. You know, and the Lord gives us a protection. We have our blessing. This is a spiritual blessing that we have. Esau has a carnal blessing. You know, and this is who we got to call on, man. Where it says in Psalms, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. Talking about Esau, man. We're going to need protection from on high when this devil really rolls with great wrath. The accuser of thy brethren, when this shit really go down, we're going to need protection from the Lord, man. We're going to need divine intervention. You know, we can't go up against Esau right now. A standard has to be lifted. You know? So really, that's just a perspective of the nature of, of Esau, man. You know, and we have to consider that, man. And really, we're supposed to cleave on to the Lord, man. Because that's all we have, man. So hopefully this lesson is edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakadash, Shalom, Kwam, Yashala, and the Baba.